Is everybody doing? Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about a ton of stuff, guys. A lot of things that I really wanted to talk to you guys about: psychology, execution, talking about keeping our emotions intact, talking about when we have bad price action, right? When we have beautiful price action yesterday, bad price action today, or knowing when to do all this stuff. Okay. So the biggest thing that I'm going to start off with is obviously reviewing the trades. I know today was pretty hard on a lot of us this morning. I did finish the day red on my top step account about $560, which again, completely fine. It happens. On my TPT accounts, I did take a trade. I actually screenshotted the entry before it actually even started developing inside of the members chats. And it was a beautiful sweep to the downside. Okay, we were able to catch that move. Now, again, if we have any new students in here, welcome to the team. Welcome to the first lesson that you guys are joining, the recap. If you have any questions, DM me, DM Scarlett. But before I get into everything, Scarlett, do you just want to say anything, mention anything, or are you good for now?
As I take little jabs, like if I get stopped out, even if it's stopped out at break even point, I take little jabs to try and get back in there, and that's when I go red. I took time today to write down. I took more than 10 trades, to be honest. I took time to write them down really quickly. I had a notebook right by my side. I'm journaling. I'm using ChatGPT to journal. I talked to Will for a little bit today. I get discouraged too, so just keep your heads up.
100%, 100%. And it was today was a hard day. Like I 100% agree with you guys. Today was just a very, very difficult day. We can know that obviously the first one was 30 to 40 minutes of market open were just complete chop, right? Completely terrible. Let's go to a smaller time frame here, and I'll tell you guys why I just really liked a potential short to the downside. Was the first trade that I took, and I'll tell you guys the trade that I took. Can't hear anything there. Okay, cool. I'll tell you guys the trade that I took for my TPT accounts that actually made me pass my 5 funded accounts on Top Step, or Take Profit Trader. So my 5 Take Profit Trader accounts are passed, and I'll tell you guys the trade that I took on that. And then again, I'll tell you guys the trades that we took this morning together. So you guys obviously know I draw out my key levels, and when market opened here, guys, I knew that we had some type of support here, right? Every time we got into this level here, we bounced up multiple times, 1, 2, 3 times, right? And then I knew we had a little bit of resistance at this high as well, right? So what I was gonna do is I was like, you know what? Let's see if we can break below this key level, right? If we can break below this key level, we're probably going to smack right into VWAP. Well, look at that. Just like it happened. We came down, we broke this key level, we smacked right below VWAP. And when we smacked right below VWAP, then I told you guys, hey, I'm looking for some type of retracement, acting as a resistance level, and then continuation, right? And this would have been an A plus setup if we had the price action, if we had the volume, if we didn't get into just absolutely disgusting chop, right? And the first trade I took was actually a little early. I did go in at 23,184, which was right here. And then I was going to add another contract at the actual break, which actually I wasn't able to. It happened too quickly. And we agreed. I'm like, okay, sweet. The trade's going to go with us. We're green. This is looking super good, right? I was up about $400 on the trade. And then I started moving my risk management. And then obviously we got stopped out on this candle. We can go ahead and go to a 1 minute time frame, kind of show you guys a little better. Okay, I got stopped out on this candle right here. Okay, and so I'll go ahead and color code this as red so you can see this a little better. But that was a trade I got stopped out on. So my entry was 23,384. My stop loss was 23,389. So a very, very tight stop loss. So again, wasn't upset, wasn't angry whatsoever about the first trade we took, right? And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, right? Let's go ahead. Obviously, we know we have lows right here. Okay, market's going to come back up. Let's see what happens. I knew that we had resistance right here at this level. Now, I did not know literally the first minutes. And this hasn't happened in, I think, months. I mean, we've had bad PA last month, but we haven't had bad PA to where we just chop literally the first minute of market open, right? It hasn't happened in a very long time, and today it happened, right? And so I'm like, you know what? If we could come back up here, retrace and then form a higher low. So when I saw that we've had this higher low right here, I'm like, okay, this is again looking good. I'm really liking shorts. We formed that higher low, right? We're making maybe a continuation. Maybe we just had a little bit of chop. I'm going to go ahead and enter short again if we can break this, right? If we get below the VWAP, yeah, this got room all the way down to this level right here. Okay, so I'm like, you know what? We can at least catch maybe a 20, 25 point move. It's looking good, right? And of course, we enter the trade and we get stopped out again. And then I'm like, you know what? This is looking really, really, really crappy. You know what? I am not going to take any more trades. And then again, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this one more time. Again, I tried this 3 times in a row, guys, because I was like, you know what? This has to break. No way we're going to chop for 30 minutes straight, which we chopped for 30 minutes straight. And again, it hasn't happened in months. So that's why I was super aggressive in taking 3 trades, not 3 trades, I guess 3 trades in a row, but not in a row. I was still waiting for extra confirmation, but taking those 3 trades back to back, trying to get this break to the downside, right? And every single time I got stopped out, I was controlling my risk, right? I wasn't over leveraging. I wasn't making my stop losses sky high. And that's how I'm trading 1 to 2 NQ contracts and still ending red only $530. Right? And then I saw, again, volume pick up here. Again, I'm watching volume with price action. I'm like, okay, well, if we're in chop, let's see volume. And right when I saw this massive red candle right here, I'm like, okay, yeah, this thing's gone. It is gone 100%, right? Because I saw, okay, we have a high, a lower high, we're just a kind of consolidation right here. Volume picks up. And I was like, you know what? We're probably going to at least get some type of squeeze, maybe at least catch a 5-point move, at least if we can get to right here. Right? Guess what happened? Of course, the price action, the PA, just disgusting. And next candle came all the way back up. That's when I got stopped out for the 3rd time, losing about $560 on my TPT account, my Top Step account, which again is fine. Yesterday I made $1,200. The day before that I made $400, right? So to pass my 550Ks, I only need to make 1.9K. So I'm still probably going to pass them by the end of this week, even though they're red today and we had a little bit of trouble. So those were the 3 trades I took this morning. Those are the reasons why I took those 3 trades this morning. Does anybody have any questions or things you guys want to mention to me about just the trades we took together? If not, I'll go ahead and tell you the trade that I took on my TPT account, my Take Private Trader account, that made me pass my 550Ks on my TPT account. And those are locked and loaded. So any questions, Scarlett? Do you want to mention anything about just the trades as of this morning together, or are you okay?
Mention about the trades we took together. Like I took a trade at 6:31, so a minute after market open. I took another one at 6:34. Then I did a bunch of little jabs to try and get in because I got stopped out at break even. But I was entering 1 NQ. Then at 6:37 I took another trade, made like quick 160. So I was good. I should have stopped. I should have just stopped, and then I took another trade and I was down 410. So yeah, I'm gonna keep writing, and it just goes on. I don't even want to keep saying it, but I'm gonna keep writing what I do so that I can share with you guys, and we can just experiment with me.
Yes, experiment with you, and then the experiments will turn into not Frankenstein, but into a good, profitable trader, right? So. Yeah. I know, and I like how Scarlett kind of shares her experiences. I can share mine, but I like how she can share yours, because maybe you guys can relate with her a little better. She's almost, I know she's on the cusp of profitability. She just has to do a few things that I think that she just has to change for her to become profitable. And today's price action, who was upset about the trades that we took today? Is anybody angry, upset, or frustrated? Of course, losing money in trading in general isn't happy. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm red X amount of dollars, I'm happy. No, I get that it's not super, super nice, but at the same time, it is what it is. The markets aren't going to give us the most perfect price action, but you saw I could have kept on trying to trade this break. I could have kept on trying to get greedy, get upset about me being, stopped out. Like I got stopped out 3 times in a row, guys, right? That's how bad the market was the first 30, 40 minutes, right? I got stopped out 3 times in a row. You guys know me, that's been with me for maybe 3 or 4 months or longer. No, I usually, if I get stopped out my first trade, I'm usually green my next 2 trades, right? But if we're just looking at PA and looking at price action, that's just disgusting, right? The wicks are big, the candles are big, and the direction is just all over the place. Okay, so when I got stopped out, I went ahead and locked those accounts. Since I locked those accounts, I'm like, you know what? I'm just not going to trade them. I did step away from the computer a little bit, and then I did come back. And then let me talk about the trade that actually made me over $1,400 on 5 accounts, which is what, like over 1,400 times 5, about $7,000. Okay, so let me talk about that trade right here. And it was actually a very, very, very easy trade. That kind of, and actually my algo kind of helped me catch this trade. Okay, and this is what I'm going to explain to you guys. So my algo, this green line, caught it to a T with me. And this is literally how I found it. So if you guys don't have my algo already or still learning to identify key levels, again, did I find this key level perfectly by saying, oh my goodness, I see it and I even kind of told you guys we have a high right here. This is pre-market highs of Monday. Okay, or sorry, pre-market highs of Monday, right? So I saw that, plus my algo kind of pointed it out. So I'm like, okay, interesting. You know what? And you can actually see once we did actually break out of pre-market highs here, you can see price went all the way up to that key level right there. So then I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to trade anything. I'm going to wait. I come back to my setup. I'm done trading my top step accounts because you know what? I took 3 trades back to back red on them. Why am I going to force them? No, I'm done. I can move over to my personal capital. I can move over to my TPT accounts, or I just don't have to trade. But the reason why I took the trade, and again, I did screenshot it to you guys right before it happened on the Discord. I said beautiful liquidity sweep because look what happened. We came up and we had that beautiful liquidity sweep right there. I know, Juan, you caught that with me, and I think you made $3,000 on 500K accounts, right? So pat on the back that you would be able to identify that as well, right? So if I go to a smaller time frame, let's go to the 5-minute time frame. You guys can see, look, there was the sweep. Now, when sweeps happen on bigger time frames, it's going to take longer to sell off, but when the sell-off happens, it's going to be a bigger move. Why? Because it's on a 1-hour time frame. That's why I always draw my key levels on bigger time frames, because when those key levels break, those are going to be bigger moves. A 1-minute support level and a 1-minute resistance level is not going to give you the biggest move. But if they're going to be on 1 hour, 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute, 2-hour time frames, most likely they're going to give you some big moves. Okay, we needed that market open. Bro, I wish we had that market open, but it is what it is, right? So right when I saw the sweep, I was already bearish. I was like, okay, I'm looking for shorts, right? I wasn't even interested in longs unless we broke above 23,525, retested it, and taken the next high break. That's the only reason when I would have gone long on this position. But since that never happened, I'm like, okay, let me wait to see if we can actually get a break, right? So I'm like, okay, so we have a high here. We have a pretty decent sell-off right here. We have miniatures 2-minute support right here, right? This is a support level. We wick off of it 1, 2, 3 times, right, before we actually break. And we can see if we zoom in on a 1-minute time frame, my exact entry was actually right here at 23,497, 23,498, okay? This was my entry. My stop loss was originally candle high. And then again, some people will be like, oh my goodness, this candle can scare a lot of folks, right? Because I entered here, again, half size. I went in 1 NQ contract, okay? And then when my stop loss was candle high here, right? So I was risking 23. Let me actually do some math so you guys can see how much I was actually risking per trade. 497 minus, what is this? 23,506. So 9 points. So 20 times 9. I was risking about $180 on this trade. Okay. So since I was risking about $180 on the trade, I was fine with it. I hope I did the math right on that. If I didn't, excuse me. Okay. But again, we could see when this came up, I was red a little bit. So then immediately when we came back down, I added 2 more contracts on that short. So I was in a total of 3 NQ contracts. And Bob's your uncle, the market absolutely swept it, and we finally got that volume and the price action we were looking for that kind of did make me back and be able to pass my TPT accounts. Now, my take profit on these was right here, okay? Is there any way to get the algo on TradingView or on my Excel Thinkorswim? No. I mean, you can get it on TradingView, but it's expensive. You have to pay for it, right? You can have the algo that I use on TradingView, but you have to pay like $200 a month or something for it, which is ridiculous. Like, why not get it for free on Thinkorswim, then have to pay for it on TradingView? It's kind of stupid, right? So, but yeah, that was a trade. I don't know. Did anybody else other than Juan and I, did anybody else identify that trade, identify that liquidity sweep, identify that break? And did anybody take that short today? Because my goal for you guys, new traders or people that have been with me for a while, is to learn how I trade, right? Even if you have a full subscription, I usually renew Black Friday for $200 per year. Because it's an algo, so it's not even TradingView's. The algo is not even like owned by TradingView. Somebody created it, right? And so you have to pay that editor or coder or whatever to be able to put it inside of TradingView. So it's not TradingView that owns the algo. Okay. So I took it short around there. Yeah. So my goal for you guys is to be able to identify it, learn how to trade, and then when we trade in the mornings together every single day, I don't want you guys to just blindly copy me. Talk to Scarlett today. I don't want anybody to be like, well, I don't even know what a candlestick is. I'm just going to copy you exactly on your entries to exits every single time you trade. And if I just copy you and you've barely had any red days this whole year, I guess I will be profitable too. No, it doesn't work like that. And especially people that have been trading with me for a while, you know it doesn't work like that. Why? Because obviously your guys' emotions are going to be completely different from mine. You guys, no matter how close of an entry you're going to have, it's never going to be the same unless you guys know how to trade, agree with the setup that I'm taking, and then copy me based off of your key analysis, and then having like, hey, Will, okay, I see that. Does Will see that? He does see that. Okay, I'm going to follow him with it. Okay? Little confession will make you blow your accounts better to understand. Little confessions will make you blow your accounts better to understand. Yeah, exactly. So biggest thing that I want to make sure that everybody's aware of is just because we had bad PA here, do we want to get frustrated, angry, and upset? Now, did anybody blow their accounts today? And it's okay, be honest. Did anybody blow their accounts today? Are they gone? Gone, out the window. You have to buy more. They're done, right? And days like today, if you blow your account, it says so much about what you're doing, okay? Because on days like this, look, I was red today, guys, on one of my accounts. The trades that I took with you, 3 trades in a row red. I was red with you guys. But did I blow an account? No, because we have tomorrow, right? If we just hit one good setup tomorrow, boom. If I make $1,500 tomorrow on my Top Step account, I just made my $1,000 in 2 days because lost $500 today. Boom, $1,000 to $1,500. I'm better than I was today, right? So close, drawdown 1,200, blew one. Not yet thinking. I didn't know how I even blew it. Yeah, I mean it's okay to be a red account. My account's red, okay. But our goal is, okay, if my account's $500 red, how hard is it for me tomorrow or the next day to become profitable or not profitable, excuse me, but to become break even or profit or like green again? $500 one trade is nothing, right? I can hit 2 good trades or even 1 good trade and be back to green, right? So if you guys are blowing accounts today in price action like this, or pretty much $200 or $300 away from blowing it, you're doing something wrong, right? You might be taking too many trades. You might be revenge trading. You might be putting your stop losses too tight. You might be over leveraging. You might not even know why you're entering, or you're getting upset, or when you see these wicks, you get scared, right? So, and this is kind of the day, thank you, and it's okay, Bax, right? This is the kind of day where it's going to tell you, are you getting better? Are you getting worse? Or are you staying the same? Because anybody can trade, guys. Anybody can take trades on markets like this. Yesterday, anybody can take trades and make money on this day. So easy to make. I took 3 trades yesterday, all 3 were green. I could have taken a lot more, I didn't. Trades like this for people that are over leveraged, trading, and doing everything wrong are going to be massively green on days like this. But then when they're doing the same as that thing and not fixing their mistakes and trading price action like this, you're going to blow accounts a lot and badly, okay? Too many trades is my problem. Yeah, Scarlett, we need to develop a system because I'm the same. Exactly. And That's why I always tell you guys, my max trades per day is 4. I took 4 trades today. 3 trades with you guys, all 3 were red. 1 trade later in the day on a different account making the money. I take 4 trades a day, guys. If that 4th trade on my TPT account was red, cool. I would have been red on all 3 accounts, but are all my accounts blown? No. I have the next day and the next day and the next day to trade, and next week, right? I was talking to Scarlett, and I'm going to mention Brent. Went to his what's it call it, the Profits chat, and he took a screenshot of his August performance. And I'm going to go ahead and screenshot this real quick and then send it in the chat right now so everybody can see this with me. And Brett, I'm going to use an example. I hope you don't mind. But I'm going to show you how being able to just stay consistent and not trying to pass in 5 days or 2 weeks, you're going to become profitable. Now, if we look at Brent's performance, that the first week he took 2 trades. Okay, maybe he didn't take a trade every single day, maybe because he was, maybe doing errands or maybe not be, or whatever the case is. But look, he took 2 trades, $180. He was fine with it. Took another 1 trade, $215. 1 week he made $400. He was good with that. Week 3 he killed it, traded almost every single day, made $819. Week 4 he traded only 3 times that week. He made 1.3K. And then the last week he had a little bit of a rough start, but he still finished green, right? And if you can see, is he trying to get $2, $3, $4, $5, $6,000 days? No, he's being consistent, right? He's okay with walking away on a Monday making $23. He's okay on a Thursday only making $145 because he's not blowing accounts over and over and over again. He's being consistent. No matter if it's going to take him 2-3 months to get a payout, he would rather take 2-3 months to get a payout than take a week to spend $5 accounts below them and keep buying them over again, right? And this is what I want to talk to you guys about. And especially with me, a lot of people say, well, you making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a day. Well, I'm doing exactly what Brent's doing, but the difference is my numbers are just bigger because I'm leveraging more because I've been trading for 7 years, right? He's not comfortable leveraging this much, right? So look, he's able to take the smoke. Again, is 1.3K life-changing money? No, but how much was that? For the month, he made 2.79K. Can he quit his job tomorrow and live off 2.7K? Probably not. But that's a stepping stone. Maybe this month, it can be 4K. Then the next month, it could be 7K. Then the next month, it could be 15K. Okay? So I just want to truly make sure that everybody in here, understands. Don't go for Hail Marys. Don't try to say, you know what? I only made $300 today. I want more. Or, man, I wasn't able to trade today. On the 13th of August, he only made $34 and he walked away. Right? Again, I forgot what his name. Oh, yeah, there he is. Stop Loss Legend. He sent in the Discord. He spent 5 hours door dashing. 5 hours driving, spending gas money, making $59 before taxes. Because, again, when you're Uber, you still got to pay tax. So take that $10 off of that. He made $49 in 5 hours. Sometimes Scarlett does Uber. Like, how much did you make today, Scarlett, on Uber, if you don't mind sharing? Did you do Uber today?
Me all day.
Yeah. And how much did you make today?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear? I can hear you. How much did you make today on? I forgot in here. It cut out.
$70.
70. So how long do you said all day?
Yeah.
Okay. And how long? Like
But
4 or 5 hours?
Major hustle. No, probably maybe 6 hours.
Okay. So
Yeah.
a good example though, right? 6 hours to make $70. So if you do 6
yeah, I'm like
like 70
$15 an hour.
Yeah. Like that's that's terrible. And then people in here, you guys making $200-$300 in 15 seconds, and it's like it need more, or you make even $100 in 10 seconds or 15 seconds or even 10 minutes is insane, especially for you guys that are just starting out, or if this is your first, I think everybody in here, so this is their first year. Is this everybody's first year trading? Or no? Have we been trading longer than that?
Yeah,
I
first
think so.
first year.
Yeah. So understand that. Are you guys going to be able to get six figures, $500,000 your first year trading? No. My first year ever becoming profitable, this was before I lost a ton of money. I made $17,000 that year. If you guys want to tell you how much I was actually making, 17,000 divided by 12, that's 1.4K a month. Divide that by 4. I was making $354 a week. So Brent when I first started my first profitable year, Brent even is making more money than I was. Okay, I was making $300 a week, which means if you want to even put even more of a shock to that, 358 divided by 5, I was averaging $77 a day. That was it. Why? I didn't have the capital, I didn't have the leverage, and didn't want to go ahead and go full port my account every day. But a lot of you guys in here are like $77 a day. Will, I can't do that. That's nothing. That'll take me forever to pass the eval. Now, I'm not saying you guys have to make $77 a day, but I'm just giving you an example of what it took me for my first profitable year. Then my second year, I made double that. I made, I think, like 60 something thousand. Then my third year, I made over 6 figures. Then my fourth year, I made it close to almost $500,000. But you guys see how it doesn't just happen in a month or 2 months or 3 months or even a year. But if you guys are trying to rush the process, I was talking to Scarlett about this today too. If you guys are trying to rush the process, or you want it now, or you can't wait, you're going to blow more accounts than in a month, and you're like, holy shit, I just spent $1,000 on accounts because I'm just trying to get a payout in 2 days. I'd rather you guys take 3 months like Brent. Brent, by the way, Brent, have you had a payout yet on your 550Ks or no? My first in a half year. Okay. When you put it into perspective, this can be life-changing if you don't rush. Exactly. And that's what I'm trying to be super real with you guys. Most Discord communities or mentors or whatever you guys want to call them are like, oh yeah, join my Discord. I will 20x your account and you guys will make your first 20K in 6 months. If you hear something like that, yeah, could some of the students get lucky and maybe do that? Yeah, maybe. But like at the same time, is that realistic? Can 90% of people do that? No. Okay. I have one account that can, but I'm letting it grow. Yeah. So how long have you had, Brent, how long have you had the accounts for, if you don't mind sharing? And how much have you made in all the accounts, if you don't mind sharing? If you don't want to share, it's okay. Just, I want to show you guys the perspective of how long it's taking Brent, but he hasn't blown an account. How close he is to actually, and why I talked to him, and he's very comfortable making like $500 a week. I think that's what you said, right? If he can make $500 a week, he's happy, right? Because that's just what his number is. Okay, so he's making realistic expectations, right? Boom, 3 months. Okay, right? So he's had those 5 funding accounts for 3 months without blowing them. So I'd rather him take 4 or 5 months to get a payout and not blow one account than buy 5 accounts every other week and be crazy with it, right? During New Year session, I'm trading at least room because I'm allowed during work every day, 9:30. Yep, exactly. So again, why are you calling me out? What do you mean? But again, I just wanted to really, really talk to you guys. I stay buying. Hey, it's okay. I buy accounts too because I like flipping them and stuff, but it's okay. But the biggest thing is you have to make it put the perspective. When you guys are sitting in front of your computer and all you see is a number on your chart, you don't care. Oh my gosh, $500. I'm up or down. I mean, yeah, you're still feeling something, but if you can just see that in real life, oh my God, I just made $300 in this much time. It's insane, right? If you go to working at Sonic, my sister, before she got her job, she graduated college, and for the first 2 weeks, she worked at Sonic as a car hop before she actually now is working at a hospital at what she's doing now full time. But before that, she was working at Sonic, making $14 an hour with tips, working 11 hours a day. Yeah, she might have made like $80 maybe in a good day, but it shows you how hard people work for amount what they get. And we barely freaking work. We're lazy bums sitting in front of our chair hitting 2 buttons. Okay. So put that in perspective. Be okay with walking away. And if I take 15 trades in one day, do that mean you guys have to take 15 trades in one day? No. Okay. Hey, wake up at 6 is saying over here. Yeah. I mean, that is crazy. I wake up at like 7:30, like 7:25. So, but anyways, that's pretty much it for me today. I really want to just talk to you guys about that. You know, hopefully tomorrow we can get some good trading. But yeah, Scarlett, want to say something?
I was gonna say that Post-it, what you recommended I do, which is cover the dollar amount with the Post-it.
Oh, yes, 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 yeah.
I
Thank you
think
for
you
reminding me.
should,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's a good thing for the team to know.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I told Scarlett today, if you guys are like your eyes are glued to your P&L, like, oh my gosh, I'm up 200, I'm down 200, I'm up 400 or whatever. I told her, get a sticky note, put that sticky note over your P&L and don't look at it. A lot of you guys cut your position early because you see your P&L. A lot of you guys exit your position early because you see your P&L. All because of what? Emotions. I feel like everybody in here, right, is not getting to where they want to be because of your guys' psychology, right? Now, what is that going to teach you? Putting a sticky note over your P&L. It's going to teach you, am I over leveraging the position? Am I holding it to where I need to hold it? Am I letting it go to where I need it to go to? If you guys put a sticky note, you let it go all the way down to your stop loss, and then you move that sticky note like, holy shit, I'm down $900. What does that mean? You guys are over leveraging, right? Or, oh my gosh, I let the trade actually hit full TP. How much am I up? Holy crap, I'm up $1,500. I never made $1,500 today before. Why? Because you guys aren't stuck with your P&L trying to be fixated on it. You're letting the trade do its thing, right? I went on TikTok live today and somebody asked me on the live and they said, hey, Will, do you have a fixed P&L you want to make for the day? Like, do you have to make a certain dollar amount? And I told them no. Because let's say the market, let's say this trade, my TP was right here, my entry was down here. Let's say this trade, just for example, it gave me $2,000, right? But let's say I wanted to make $4,000 for the day. What am I going to do? Man, this trade didn't give me enough. I want to trade more. And by me trading more, I'm probably going to get back the $2,000 that I just made. Don't ever have set days for you. Just trade what the market gives you, right? So if you put your sticky note on that P&L and you execute that perfectly, you take off that sticky note, holy shit, I just made this money. Amazing, I'm done for the day. Let's get it tomorrow, right? Can I also change it on your settings to see the amount of points you're up and down instead of the dollar? You can as well. You can as well. Yes. Okay. So anyways, any other comments, questions, concerns, guys? Have a weekly goal. Yeah, I think weekly goals are good. I think monthly goals are good. I think bi-weekly goals are good. Yearly goals are good. But daily goals, no. Don't have them. Okay. And that's why I like TPT because, and I'll let you say something, Scarlett, but I love TPT because they make you take 5 days to pass an account, right? Because a lot of Top Steps and other prop firms, you can pass them in a day or 2 days, which what does that make you do? Try to pass them in a day or 2 days. TPT, you can't pass it in 5 days. So it's going to let you say, oh, I only made $300 today. Cool, whatever. Okay. But anyways, what do you have to say, Scarlett?
I was gonna say I'm gonna switch over to maybe like monthly goals, or because I have daily goals. Like, I'm sure you guys have crunched the numbers too, and it gets exciting. Like, oh, if I have like $1,000 days and I multiply that times 5, it copy trade 5 accounts, and then by the end of the year, you start like crunching numbers, and you end up with like the goal being 1 million by the end of the year. It's I need to relax. Like, I need to relax, take a seat. Yeah, one day at a time. And maybe my goals will be, okay, for 2025 it's now my foundation year, my year where I learn, my year where I build cushion. Then 2026, let's see what happens, right? Like, that's kind of where I've shifted with my goals and expectations.
Exactly. And I used to do that, right? When I first started trading, I was like, oh my gosh, if I make at least $4,000 a week, if I can make $4,000 a week times 4 weeks, holy shit, that's $16,000 a month. If I can make $16,000 a month at 18 years old, I'm going to be crazy. What happened? I was fixating on that too much. It never even happened. If you guys focus on the money in this, you're never going to make the money. If you focus on the process of, okay, this is a good trade. I'm entering because of this. I'm getting out because of that. I'm entering these many things because of this. If you focus on the process and the execution of how to trade, the money will just come. But if you guys are fixating on, oh, I need this money, I need it now, I need to make this much, I want to make this much, and you focus on that, you're never going to get there. And it took me a very long time to figure that out, right? I'm actually going to send you guys a video, and I'm going to send Scarlett the video, I completely forgot, about a psychology video, about this golfer that became a psychologist, and it's about how you have to rewire your brain into trading. Anything you guys do in 9 to 5 or how you think critically in the real world, you have to do completely opposite in trading. So I'm going to go ahead and send you guys that video. The guy was really cool. It's a podcast. So if you guys are driving or doing chores or whatever, go ahead and plug it in and listen to it, okay? But other than that, that's it for me, guys. Hope everybody has a great rest of their Wednesday. Let's finish Thursday and Friday out with a banger. Okay, let's finish it off with the first week of September on a green note. Let's not be crazy with it. Let's stay consistent. Let's stop blowing accounts. I'd rather you guys hold them for months and go nowhere than blow them in one day. All right? Other than that, have a beautiful rest of you guys this evening. I hope you guys learned something today. This is recorded, so I will post it in the lessons later so you guys can rewatch it. But have a good one. Peace out, team, and let's kill it tomorrow. Peace, 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 peace.